Okay, so for this assignment, we are going to be downloading a file and we're going to be linking two of our pages together. We're also going to be kind of creating a simple and basic menu bar that has our links in. We're going to be making an image a link just as a review. We're going to be zipping our folder and then handing in the zip file. So let's scroll down. We're going to download the zip file by clicking on it. It's going to end up in our downloads. You have to double click and then drag the folder to your downloads. All right, so now it's in our downloads. Let's click on our downloads and it should be right here. You can now delete your zip file so that way you don't confuse it once you resave your Friday folder. So now you have your Friday folder. Let's open it up. You have two files here and an images folder. So let's open up our Friday.html first. So I'm going to go to my text app. I'm going to go to open. And once this shows up, I'm going to be able to find my Friday.html. So I'm in Friday. Let me close. And Friday.html. All right. So let's talk about linking our image. So let me double click, open up my files window here and double click on Friday so we can see what it looks like. Right now my goal is to make it so this picture is clickable. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the link. And we're going to actually embed this element, the image element, inside Anchor. So before IMGSRC on line 12, you can have an A, href equals, quotation mark, https, ://. And then you can use any website, but I'll just use the one that I had, backstreetboys.com, quotation mark, closing caret. Now, sandwiched between the opening A and a \A is my image. So after that, I'm going to have a \A. Save. Refresh. And now if I put my mouse over my picture, it should become a hand. There it is. And if I click on this, hopefully it goes to the Backstreet Boys website. Perfect. So I'm going to go back and then let's also add some font. So maybe I need to tell my audience. It's always good to tell them that this picture is clickable. So above that, let me go back here. Above that, let's go ahead and maybe use an H2 or H3. Actually, H4. H4. And maybe we have click picture for fan site. And then because we're putting this whole thing in there, after that, we're going to have a \H4. So save, refresh, and now you have that. Now let's say we want our picture to be below it. If we wanted that, we would take this \H4 and actually put it right here, \H4. So that way it separates the picture from the line. Because remember, your pictures are inline elements. So refresh. And there you go. And then now you know you need to click that. All right, so now let's open up our second page. Or actually, let's talk about creating a link for our second page. Most menu bars are usually at the top of the page or the bottom. We just want it to be consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine at the top above my header here. I'm going to just put my links. So my first link is going to be for this homepage, ahref equals quotation mark. Now, if you look at the files folder, Friday 2 Friday.html and Friday.html are in the same folder on the same level. So we don't need to say that it's in a different folder. They're at the same, they're in the same area. So they don't need to be told to go somewhere else. They're right next to each other. So we just need to call upon the name. This is going to be Friday.html. So it's going to be the exact same page, quotation mark. And we're going to call it the home page, which is the first page, and \A. So if I save that and refresh, it should have a link that links it to itself. So if I click on it, it's right back to its original self. I'm going to put another one here that's going to link to the second page. So href equals quotation mark Friday2.html quotation mark. And I'm going to say second page \A. Save. Refresh, and now I have two. But you notice they're right next to each other. There's no space. So we're going to use the special character for space. And we're going to put them between the two tags, the two links. And the special character that we're going to use is a space character. And to do that, we actually have to code ampersand or the and sign, so Shift 7, NBSP semicolon. Save. And that should put us one space between the two words. If I want more spaces, I could do it again. Unfortunately, with HTML, you have to designate spaces because the two links are right next to each other. So you have to tell the code that you want two spaces. And BSP semicolon, save. Perfect. Now maybe I also want to say, hey, this is a menu bar. So above this, I'm going to put it inside an H4. So I might have H4. And I might say menu. So it's got a little bit bold. And then I am going to put all the links in an H4. So that way the links are, a little bit bigger too. H4. Save. Refresh. And there's my menu. So if I click on home, it goes home. If I click on the second page, it goes to the second page. So now let's go to the second page and do the exact same thing. The nice thing is though, because we have this pattern and because it's a menu it's the same code that's going to be on both pages, we can copy. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to hit Control C to copy. And now I'm going to go to open and open my second page, which is Friday2.html. And I'm going to put it almost in the same area. So Control V to paste. Save that one. Refresh. And now you should see the menu page here. So if I click on home page, it goes to home page. If I click on the second page, it goes to the second page. If I click on the second page, it stays on the second page. So it's a nice way so that way the person doesn't have to use the browser arrows. They can just have this nice menu bar. Once you have that and you can click on, for both pages, you can click on the links and it goes exactly where you need to be. Same with the second page. You're going to zip this file. So notice that we're going to zip the Friday folder. So I'm not zipping these HTML files. I'm zipping the whole folder. So I have to go back to downloads. So that way I can see the Friday folder on the right-hand side. And I'm going to zip. So I'm going to right click or Alt and click on my mouse and then zip the selection. And because I know this is the new one I just did, because it's today, I'm going to hand that one in. So make sure you're zipping the file that you just altered. And then hand that in for Friday.